You're watching shares of Circle coming off a nearly 11% slide yesterday. The stablecoin provider has plummeted nearly 25% over the last 2 days, but got to put that in context. It's still up about 500% since going public earlier this month. Circle's recent woes not hitting the other stablecoin players. Coinbase gaining more than 15% over the last 2 days. Oppenheimer today raising the target on the company to $395. You see right now it's trading at about $357. Also, Fiserv up more than 4% so far this week after announcing it's teaming up with Circle to launch its own stablecoin. Sticking with crypto, Bitcoin holding above the 105,000 mark, up more than 3% over the last week. Right now trading at about 107,000 and about 500 a coin. Still pulling back about 0.25% right now. The asset, though, it's kind of been stuck in a tight range since early May, and this is despite ETFs tracking it, seeing some huge inflows this week. Tanaya Macheel joins us now with a look at the disconnect. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Frank. Yeah, we talk a lot about who's buying Bitcoin. We do not talk as much about the sellers. So yesterday, to your point about the flows, Frank, was the 12th session in a row of positive inflows for Bitcoin ETFs. Flows are on pace for their 9th positive week in the last 11. It's almost $4 billion for the month of June. And all of that underscores the strength of institutional demand that we've been talking about all year, even amid market uncertainty. And yet, Bitcoin is only up about 3% this month. We know who's buying Bitcoin ETFs and corporate treasuries, but there's a fair amount of selling taking place as well that's almost perfectly offsetting the buying and keeping the Bitcoin price stuck, and it shows a real change in ownership in the Bitcoin market. Now, looking at data from CryptoQuant, we can see that early mega whales, think Chinese miners around 2013, 2014, they've been holding onto their coins for longer and waiting to offload them in greater amounts to today's biggest Bitcoin buyers. We're talking about 3 different cohorts of Bitcoin whales. The smallest wallets hold 1 to 1,000 coins. That's institutions via Bitcoin ETFs. They tend to fall into this category, and they've been the biggest buyers this year. But if you look at wallets holding 1,000 to 10,000 coins, and then wallets holding more than 10,000 coins, they've been selling this year. And I'll also note that retail investors, Frank, have been sellers, but that cohort is a little bit too small at this point to be moving the needle on price.
You know, really interesting stuff. And I know you write about this quite a bit, so we'll have to continue to track this one. Tanaya, really great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Frank.
All right.